Welcome to another video. Inside this box, we have an iPhone 7 that is supposed to be running iOS 10. This one came all the way from Alaska, so it better be good. Let's get this thing opened up and see what we have inside. And here it is. This is a rose gold iPhone 7. Looks to be in very good condition. I don't see any damage anywhere on... Whoa, as I drop it, I don't see any damage anywhere on there. Let's turn it around. And I don't know what version. This is supposed to be iOS 10. Let's find out. And it is, check that out, 10.3.3. And this is a 128 gigabyte model. That is pretty sweet. And look at how smooth the animations are on this iPhone. This iPhone 7. Now, this is a lot newer than what I'm used to in terms of the videos and the unboxings that I do on this channel. So I really don't know much about iOS 7. I know a little bit about the I don't know much about iOS 10, but I do know a little bit about the iPhone 7. When this launched, it was the first iPhone that was technically water resistant. They removed the headphone jack. This was the first iPhone that did not have a headphone jack. And they introduced the, I don't know how to say it, the home button that is not actually a button. It's like a force touch home button. So it doesn't actually click, but there's a vibration in there that makes it feel like it clicks. This was also the first regular sized iPhone to include optical image stabilization in the camera. So previously in the 6 and the 6S series, only the Plus model iPhone had stabilization. Now, both models came with stabilization. We had, what's it called? It's not force touch, is it? I can't remember. Where you push harder down on stuff and things open. It'll come to me. I just can't remember what it's called. But the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus that launched alongside it were kind of a stepping stone for Apple in that they were getting away from the headphone jack. They were also slowly getting away from the home button. And this was the first iPhone that had capacities up to 256 gigabytes. So at the entry level, you have the you have the 32 gigabyte model, then you have 128 gigabytes, and at the high end, 256. So doubling the capacity of the previous iPhone 6S, which went up to 128. Now, I apologize because I really don't know much about iOS 10. So if you guys have any cool little features or anything interesting, leave a comment down below about the significance of iOS 10 or just any fun little facts that you know about it, because quite frankly, once we get past like iOS 7, I really don't know a whole lot about it. Regardless, this device is beautiful. I mean, there's no damage on this thing. Taking a look at the screen, got a lot of fingerprints. Let me try to clean those off. All right, it is cleaned up and there are a few scratches. I'm not sure, maybe you can see them right there. If I get the light just right, there's some there. Nothing too significant, although quite a few down here. This phone was definitely used without a screen protector, but I'd imagine they had a case on it because of how well preserved the metal frame and the metal back were on this iPhone. I do like the camera bump design here, how it's like a smooth hill. I think it looks better than the iPhone 6 and 6S. And I honestly think it looks better than the new iPhones. Those have a massive camera bump. Oh, I do have one thing. This was the first iPhone that truly had haptics. The 6S kind of did, but this one implemented it in more things than just like the vibration. So, for example, in the clock app, if you had a timer, scrolling through here, as I'm sure you can do now on your modern phone, you'll feel that the haptics kick in. This was the first iPhone to do that. This was also the first iPhone to feature 2 speakers. So of course you have the speaker at the bottom, which all iPhones had before them, but there was also an earpiece speaker. So if you hold the phone in landscape, you kind of got a surround sound or stereo sound effect. Although the earpiece speaker, at least in the iPhone 7, was not as powerful as the speaker on the bottom. I think in the iPhone 8 and newer, they've gotten better at that. And today the speakers are amazing, but this was definitely a step towards that with the iPhone 7. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say about this device. Super clean. Let's check out the iOS 10 wallpapers. I forget if there were any interesting ones for iOS 10. We have the live wallpapers, which came out with the iPhone 6S. And the stills, not many to choose from. This was kind of a low point for Apple and their wallpapers, if you ask me. I don't remember which of these came with the rose gold iPhone 7, but we'll go with that one. Looks pretty nice. No idea what it is. It almost looks like amber or honey of some sort, but it kind of matches the color a little bit. Oh, this was also the first iPhone to feature rose gold as a color. So this was, actually, I think there were 5 colors that launched with the iPhone 7. You had space gray, silver, gold, rose gold, and then you had the glossy black, which was only available in the 128 and 256 gigabyte storage options. So it's not very often that Apple charges more for certain colors, but they did with the iPhone 7. And then I believe in several months later, they also released a product red version, which is, in my opinion, a really nice looking device because you have red on the back in this nice aluminum finish, and then you have the white front, which I think looks really good. The iPhone 8 flipped that around, so you had a red back and you had a black front, and the iPhone SE kind of carries that with it. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, taking a look at the iPhone 7 on iOS 10. This is the first one of these I have ever seen for sale on eBay, which is where I get all these. I think I paid $75 for this thing. So, pretty good deal if you ask me. And the fingerprint scanner is working, although I was not anticipating it being a replacement part just because this is still an iOS 10 iPhone. But very cool. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more, consider following my channel and checking out some of my older videos or just staying tuned for some new stuff. I try to post a few videos every week. Keep you guys entertained. Alright, that's been it for this one. Hope you enjoyed this look at an iPhone 7 running iOS 10. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in another video.